Who did Lincoln form an unholy alliance with to win the Peachy Quinn Harrison case?
Well, I assume when you say an unholy alliance, you're referring to the holy man involved in the case, Peter Cartwright, who was one of the most famous preachers in America at the time, far more well known than Lincoln, but a longtime and bitter political rival of Lincoln's. They truly did not like each other.
But why?
They'd had a long history of they actually in 1830s they'd run against each other, and Cartwright had been saying very negative things about Lincoln over time. He had been really very, very negative on Lincoln, and I think Lincoln reciprocated. And so the idea that Peter Cartwright, who was a celebrity at the time, was going to be a critical witness for the defense, and here's why. Cartwright counseled the victim before he died. So it took 3 days before he died, and in that time, Cartwright went to his bed, and according to Cartwright, the victim, Greek Crafton, said, "I forgive Quinn. I brought this upon myself." And in a self-defense case, you can't have anything better than that. And the legal question, there became a huge legal fight about whether that would be admissible in the trial. But he was a critical defense witness in the context of this case, and became part of the Lincoln had to put aside his their longtime animosity, and actually later in life they sort of reconciled even after this in the 1860s. Cartwright started speaking much more positively about Lincoln. It was probably the beginnings of that came from this trial.